தெளிவயர்கள் ஆசையின்றி வெகு கவலையாய் உழந்து திரியும் அடியேனை உந்தம் அடி சேராய். தெளிவயர்கள் ஆசையின்றி வெகு கவலையாய் உழந்து திரியும் அடியேனை உந்தம் அடி சேராய். மௌன உபதேச சம்பு மதியருகு வேணி தும்பை மணிமுடியின் மீதணிந்த மகதேவர். மௌன உபதேச சம்பு மதியருகு வேணி தும்பை மணிமுடி மீதணிந்த மகதேவர். மனமகிழவே அணைந்து ஒரு புறவராக வந்த மறைமகள் குமார குங்க வடிவேலா. மனமகிழவே அணைந்து ஒரு புறவராக வந்த மறைமகள் குமார குங்க வடிவேலா. பவனி வரவே யுகந்து மயிலிசையே திகழ்ந்து படியதிரவே நடந்த கடல் வீரா. பவனி வரவே யுகந்து மயிலிசையே திகழ்ந்து படியதிரவே நடந்த கடல் வீரா. பரமபரமாய செந்தில் முருகன் எனவே உகந்து பழனி மலை மேல் அமர்ந்த பெருமாளே. பரமபரமாய செந்தில் முருகன் எனவே உகந்து பழனி மலை மேல் அமர்ந்த பெருமாளே. பழனி மலை மேல் அமர்ந்த பெருமாளே. பழனி மலை மேல் அமர்ந்த பெருமாளே.
So we started on Mother's Day, right? So how many years is that now? 6 years. Should be more than that. 16 now.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Namasturyaya Chandraya Mangalaya Budhaya Cha Guru Shukra Shani Vescha Rahuve Ketuve Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Inhale deeply with Va by breath and exhale deeply C by breath through Sushma Nadi. Follow me through 7 times. Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. It's all meditated Babaji in Gauri Shankar Freedom in Himalayas, along with Yogananji, Lakshmi Maharsharaji, Viktoshaji, and all the other disciples in Babaji's cave. Om Shri Guru Padgaya Namaha. 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 With a deep transcendental Kriya consciousness, this is the pranayams. This is the first pranayam, inhaling deeply with Vata Shushmnadi, exhaling deeply with Shushmnadi. See, follow me through 7 times. The deep transcendental Kriya consciousness, the second pranayam, inhaling deeply with Va and exhaling deeply C halfway through the Sushumna Nadi. Follow me through 7 times. The deep transcendental Kriya consciousness, which is the third pranayam, inhaling deeply with Va and exhaling deeply C in single breath 7 times. Follow me through. With the deep meditation and the silent Kriya consciousness and the Kriya Kundalini Pranayam. Your whole Atman, soul, filled up with enormous energy. So let's pray for some good things for the world. As all of you know, COVID-19 is going away. So hopefully other infectious diseases will not pass through. So let's pray for that first through the Mantri Maharishi, Mahata Babaji and Lord Vishnu 7 times.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantrayaya Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinasanaya Trailogi Nathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantrayaya Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinasanaya Trailogi Nathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantrayaya Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinasanaya Trailogi Nathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantrayaya अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतर्याय अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतर्याय अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतर्याय अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Well, these diseases are going away slowly and steadily. Another problem which is encountering the world is the war-like mentality. Mother Earth showing her anger in a different way. So let's pray Mother Earth and Lord Bhairava for the world peace. So again, 7 times, let's pray Bhairava. Mata Bhavaji. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi.
ओम क्रिय बाबाजी नमो।
Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi.
ओम क्रिय बाबाजी नमो।
Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi. For our Sathsang, we have been working on the light book published by Gnanalayam, which is nothing but the information by Lord Muruga, Kartikeya, and this has been done by channeling through one of the devotees. So we've been translating that book. Amazing information is coming there. So let's say a few words on this before we move on. What is the book about? And some intro. From the last class.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, by the way, happy Mother's Day to all of you. The mothers who are giving the womb to give new lives. We started this meditation satsang group on a Mother's Day 6 years ago, right? 6 years ago. And we have produced so much information with the help of Mata Bhavaji. And our university has grown so much. We have a branch in Bangalore. We're getting one in Chennai. And we're also having ashram now in Miramar, here in US. And a lot of new things are developing. Let's see what Babaji has in the next few years, how this is going to go. So with that, let's say a few words about this light book by Lord Muruga and how we can use that for our longevity, health, and spiritual development. A few words from last class.
We were talking about energy, which is chapter 3, which was your Mercury energy that we were talking last class. And we said that sunlight is the only light that's protecting the earth. Sunlight is the only light that removes the darkness. Sunlight is the only light that removes hunger. And sunlight is the only light that helps for Earth's rotation. There would be no rotation of Earth if there was no sun. We continued to talk about, to see how these different 8 rays of sunlight that is coming from the sun, then you have the 5 times 4 times 3, which was the 16 arigal. We were going to talk about how they are going to be applied. So the rotation and the revolution of the earth is happening only to get the 60 combination of this energy. We have mercury energy, copper energy, silver energy, and gold energy. These 4 types of energy travel in 4 different directions, which is north, south, east, and west, and thus the energy is spread. These directions are also directed by the sun. First part of the earth, one complete revolution. First direction is the east direction. So thus the east part that gets the first sunlight has a lot of mercury energy for the first 24 minutes, which is 15 arigal. So the mercury energy, within that, there are the 5 elements plus the 3 different rays. The 5 elements being the 5 elements air, water, etc. And the 3 rays being the magnetic ray, the heat ray, and the toxic rays. So the combination of mercury energy combines with the 5 elements and the 3 rays in the first Nariga, which is the first 15 Nariga, and then thus the 15 different kinds of earth combination, energy combinations are formed. The first energy is the mercury fiber in the eastern direction. Since it is there, that east direction where the sun first rises is having the highest mercury direction, and then the combination of the 5 elements and the 3 different rays gives the density. The density of that energy differs. However, the magnetic energy is very, very high. Therefore, the first 15 narigal of the Earth's energy, of the sun's energy, is very, very important as the sun rises. The density of the sunlight is also increasing when the mercury energy is coming down the first 15 narigal. So the first 24 minutes of the sunrise, which is the Brahma Muhurta, which we call, has the highest mercury energy and also the Akash element, which is present in very, very high numbers. And in addition to that, it has the magnetic energy. So the first magnetic energy actually starts at the north. So the sun usually rises at the northeast every single day. So the sun's axle, sun is the axle or the center that helps this energy to spread all over. All the planets are revolving around the sun. So therefore, we can deduce that because of this mercury energy being in the sun, this is the starting point of the sun's energy, and the planet Earth being the center, that would be the ending point of that mercury energy. So the starting point is the sun's axle, which is in the center of the sun, which is the highest in mercury energy, and the ending point would be the center of a planet, of any planet. In our case, it is the Earth sun, which would be the ending point. So we are focusing only on the Earth center. So for these energies to travel, these 2 centers are very, very important for the transmission. So bigger the sun, the diameter increases. The diameter of the sunlight is also the center. So the diameter can be measured from the diameter of the center of the sun to the center of the earth. Now these north directions, north, south, east, and west, are further divided into northeast, southeast, northwest, and northeast, southeast, northwest, and southwest. Thus, starting from the north, the direction moves in direction of the sun. The Earth's rotation starts on the north and ends to the south. Northeast is usually where the sun starts. Now, we were giving different calculations of how these energies are spread in terms of an angle direction. So we said for each triangle which faces the Earth focus is at 90 degrees, and also therefore 18 degrees. Every 18 degrees we have 5 divisions, which are the 5 elements. Therefore, every 18 degrees as the sun rotates, as the Earth rotates, there is a new elemental energy combination. Now this 18 degrees is further divided by the 3 energies that we are talking. So every 6 degrees there is this combination of energy, which is Mercury energy, elemental energy, and one of the 3 rays we were talking about. Therefore, as the Earth rotates on its axis, we have a combination from sunrise to sunrise, which is 60 Narigal, which constitutes one single day. So one Narigal is equal to 24 minutes, and therefore one complete rotation is 1,444 minutes. Now you divide 1,444 minutes by 60, you get 24 hours. So these calculations are further broken down into how we get the whole rotation. So a whole rotation in terms of degree is 360 degrees, that constitutes one complete rotation. There are 4 different angles which are 90 degrees each, which is 4 divisions. Now from that 4 divisions, each 18 angle is your 5 divisions, and therefore we have 360, and that constitutes for 3 different rays. So 5 times 3 is 15. So if you divide 316 by 15, you get your exact 24 Narigal. So this is the combination as we were comparing the degrees of the Earth's rotation with the Narigal, which is the minutes, which is the hours that we compared that to last time. So now we're going to talk about how these energies are involved in what area, what quadrant of the Earth's rotation. So you have Mercury energy that has 15 combinations of this energy. The first 24 minutes of this energy, where the sun starts at northeast, you have the maximum Mercury energy. The second energy that we are talking about is the copper energy. The third combination involves Mercury energy, the 5 elements, the gold energy. And then the fourth combination is the Mercury energy. Then you have the 5 elements and your silver energy. So thus you have all the 4 types of energy that are being exposed to the sun. So the pathway of the Earth starts at northeast, which is very, very sacred. So this is where the Akash energy joins the sun energy, and it's an extremely vital, good energy, and therefore it is a very auspicious time. All the lives residing in the northeast get the highest possible energy at the beginning of the day. So when the atom, now we're comparing that to the human soul. So when the atom of the human soul that gets the energy from the sun, that is your first Lord Shiva's energy coming, which is present in the northeast part of the Earth. So whenever this energy you are getting, that is the highest energy for the soul atom. That's the highest food that the soul atom can get. So if each of the soul wants to get this higher energy, one must understand these combinations. This is the greatest food for the soul, and hence it is called as the Brahma Muhurtam. It happens unconsciously when we are sleeping, but if it is done consciously, this energy directly goes to the soul particle. And that's what we described in chapter 3.
Okay, so we have just one page in chapter 3. Remember, this getting more and more complex information. The basic thing is that the sunlight is the main source of our energy, as all of you know scientifically. But particularly for our Atman, according to Lord Muruga, is made up of the mercury particles, which is rising from the sunlight. Okay, right? Initially, when it is starting from the core of the sun, the energy comes out as magnetic energy. And again, the quality is magnetic particles, mercury particles. And actually, Atman is made of the same thing. That is why, when that energy coming in the Brahma Muhurtam, the soul is getting complete energy to remove any toxicity, any other toxic thing which is going to happen later on. So it's better to imbibe as much this magnetic energy as possible in the early morning. So again, let us continue with the more information on this book. புவியின் ஒரு செங்கோணச் சுற்று முழுவதும் பரச ஆற்றலை வெளிப்படும். As we talked about earlier, each triangle is getting good in the energy. There are 4 triangles we talked about. 4 triangles around the Earth. There's another reason why Earth is rotating, to get the complete energy to all over its surface. So the first triangle gets complete magnetic energy initially. Then அதில் தோன்றிடும் 15 ஆற்றல் குறித்துமே எடுத்துடுவோம். So there are 15 kind of energies with the combinations, different combinations. ஐவகை மூலக்கூறுகளும் மூவகை இழைகளிலுமே வெளிப்படும். So initially we talked about 3 times 4 times 5. That is 3 kind of energy, and then 4 kinds of energy, and also 5 types of the elemental energy, right? So earth, fire, water, air and akash and all those stuff. எனில் முதன்மையாக நேர்மறை ஆற்றல் எனப்படும் காந்த இழைகளில் ஆகாய முழுக்கர்கள் வெளிப்படும். So the first energy which is going to come out is the akash energy along with the magnetic energy. Akash along with the mercury magnetic energy. 4 வகை கனிமங்கள் உயர்ந்த கனிமமான பாதரச ஆற்றலும் உயரிய ஆற்றலான ஆகாய மூலக்கூறுகளும் தீவிர எரிபொருளான காந்த இழைகளிலும் பயணிக்கும். முதன்மையான ஆற்றலினை விழித்திருந்து உணர்வு கொண்டு ஏற்றிடும் ஆன்மாக்கள் ஈஸ்வரர்களையே திருத்திடும். So if you are awake that time, these available energy of Lord Shiva from the center of the sun is high during that time. And so your Atman can be completely filled up with energy in the early morning. And that is why our ancestors are given so much importance to Brahma Muhurta. And this is a scientific reason for it also, because we are getting the magnetic mercury energy there, along with Akash. And all of you know, our Atman is nothing but Akash energy. In Tamil, sometimes they call Chitakash. Our Atman they call Chitakash, and Atman outside, Paramatman, we call Mahakash. So Chitakash is nothing but this magnetic particles which are coming from the center of the sun, along with Akash. Okay? Alright, so விழித்திருந்து உணர்வு கொண்டு ஏற்றிடும் ஆன்மாக்கள் ஈஸ்வரிலே திளைத்திடும். So if you are awake that time, you get the energy, you get a lot of Akashic energy, which is very important for the soul. Okay? Blessed are the people who are coming from India. I'm sure you're all getting that energy from there during this time. தலைமைச் சிறவி என்பது இவ்வாற்றலினை உணர்ந்து ஏற்றிட்டால் பின்தொடரும் நஞ்சுகளை எளிதாய் அழித்துவிடும். Here தலைமைச் சிறவி means he's talking about pituitary gland. Okay, the pituitary gland. This pituitary gland is going to absorb this energy. By absorbing this energy, it will have the capacity to avoid or remove any of the toxic energies coming to the brain. Toxic energy, be it metabolic activities, the toxic energy that is coming there, it can be removed very easily. வடகிழக்கியலில் உதித்திடும் முதன்மையான நாழிகைதனில் புவிக்கோளின் அத்திசையில் வாழ்ந்திடும் உயிரினங்கள் யாவும் பெறுகின்ற உயரிய இருள் என்பதை பாதரச இருள் ஆகும். So when the earth is rotating, the first part of the eastern portion of the earth, people who are living there, they are getting this energy. So what this means is this Brahma Muhurtam, the first couple of Nadigas, 24 minutes, is going to be different in different places because Earth is rotating, right? So it's not going to be, so whatever we predict for India won't be the same for states also. So
won't be the same.
Won't be the same. Right. So it'll be different for different places. So If you want to find out the first Narikai, at 24 minutes, you have to find out what is the sun rise in a particular place, and then subtract 3 hours, and then from there calculate for the Muhurtam. Say, for example, if the sunrise is 6 o'clock in the morning here in Pembroke Pines or Miramar, then 3 o'clock is the time where you have to start counting. So from 3 to 3:24 is a time where you are getting your magnetic energy and Akashic energy. Okay, Mercury, magnetic, and Akashic energy. And then after that, you get heat energy along with Mercury energy, and the different combinations happen. This Mercury energy will go on for 15 Narigai, 15 times 24, you can imagine. So with the different combinations, of course. Okay, so as we talked about earlier. வடகிழக்கு எல்லையில் உதித்திடும் முதன்மையான நாழிகையும் புவிக்கோளின் அத்திசையில் வாழ்ந்திடும் உயிரினங்கள் யாவும் வருகின்ற உயரிய எரிபொருள் என்பதே பாதரச எரிபொருள் ஆகும். காந்த ஆற்றல் கொண்ட பாதரச எரிபொருள் என்பதே முதன்மை ஆற்றல் என்று உணர்க. So the first energy that is coming from the sun and also the supreme energy is the Mercury energy. The Mercury energy, of course, with the combination of Akas, it has high power. High power, and because that is our Atman itself is made of the same energy, so our Atman can easily absorb this energy and be strong. பாதரசம் என்பது 3 வகையினை சாரும். ஒன்று காந்த வகை, மற்றொன்று வெப்ப வகை, இன்னொன்று நஞ்சின் வகை. So again, remember the 3 times 4 times 5. The 3 is gandha vahai, magnetic. The second one is heat. The third one is toxic. Okay, so you are going to have mercury magnetic, mercury heat, and mercury toxic. So the combination is going to come. Then you can I can add along with this those 5 elemental energy also. So that makes 3 times 4 times 5. Okay, so that is how the combination goes. With this, chapter 3 is finishing, and we are going to move on to chapter 4. And again, a few of the chapters are focused on mercury energy and P for heat energy and so on. Let's go to chapter 4. Before I start, any questions on this? Let me know. Nivedita is there, Priya is there. Any questions with you? Priya, any questions?
Any questions
இல்லையா? ஓகே, நீங்க புக் வச்சிங்களா? புக்கையும் பாருங்க ரெஃபரன்ஸுக்கு. We are in page 26 actually. We're going to go to page 27. Nivedita, is any question for you? Do you understand? It's getting a little difficult. Maybe.
ஓரளவுக்கு புரியுதுங்க.
புரியுதா? புரியுதா? அதிகமாக புரியலன்னா நீங்கள் வந்து யூடியூப் போங்க. நீங்கள் 2-3 யூடியூப் போனீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு புரிய ஆரம்பிக்கும். Okay, the last few. So it's very, very interesting. All right, let's go to chapter 4. Which is again continuation of the mercury energy.
Chapter 4 is also mercury energy?
Yeah, still continue.
And this is the energy coming from the core of the sun, which has mercury properties.
Yes.
This is not directly mercury energy, right?
Yeah. So after mercury, then he is talking about the copper, and then he's going to talk about the gold and then silver. Each 15 are. So we still, once you understand the mercury energy with all their combinations, you understand the copper, you understand the gold, and also you understand the silver also. Remember, many of the addition of energy and the energy which is not being received by the Atman and then different organs is going to produce diseases also. Okay, the roots for the diseases. Then so Lord Muruga is going to give us some of the combination that we needed for certain functions of the certain organs in the body also later on. So the basic information is very, very important. So that's what we're going through. Let's continue. ஒளியின் தன்மையும் அதன் ஆற்றலும் உணரப்பட்டால் அதன் வேகமும் வீரியமும் அறியப்படும். So you understand the properties of the light. You have to understand the energy of the light. Then you'll understand the speed as well as the influence on the human body. ஒளி என்பதே பரமன் எனில் ஒளி என்பதே ஜீவனும் ஆகும். So if you think light is itself is Paraman, Almighty God himself, then the same Almighty God is also Jivan, Atman. Jivatman as well as Paramatman, both are light energy according to Lord Muruga. So Jivatman and Paramatman, both of them are light energy. நான் யார் என்று அறிந்திட வேண்டும் ஒவ்வொரு மனுடனும் ஒளியின் ரூபமே என உணர்ந்திட வேண்டும். So his ultimate answers directly given by Lord Muruga himself. When you ultimate answer for who am I, right? Who am I? Ramana Maharishi and all the people are asking us to ask these questions. Lord Muruga is giving the answer. You are light. You are light energy. Jivatman is light. Paramatman is light. ஒவ்வொரு மாணவரும் ஒளி ரூபம் கொண்டவரே. All the human beings are in the form of light only. Remember, he is talking about the Atman level. Okay, Atman level. ஆன்மாவின் தன்மை என்பது ஒளியே என்று இருந்தால் அந்த தன்மையை ஆராய்ந்து அறிந்துள்ளலாம். So once you believe that Atman is light, then you can understand many of the properties of the Atman. ஒளியே ஆன்மா எனில் அதன் உணவும் ஒளியே ஆகும். See, if it is light itself is Atman, the food for the Atman is also light. Okay, so it is made of light, and the food for the Atman is light. So you have to get light for the functioning of the Atman itself. கலியுலகிலே செயற்கை ஒளி பரவியுள்ளது. In the Kaliyuga, we have a lot of artificial light. We all know that, right? So we can make the midnight into daytime by using floodlights, right? Very easily we can do it. So Lord Muruga says you guys have a lot of artificial light, and that is not a real true light. அதன் பொருட்டே ஆன்மாவினை உணர்ந்திட. This is one of the reasons why you can't understand Atman easily, because you are surrounded by artificial light, so much of artificial light. இயற்கை ஒளியான சூரிய ஒளி ஆற்றலே ஆன்மாவின் உணவாகும். And Lord Muruga says the natural light from the sunlight, from the sun, is the real food for the Atman. அதன் தன்மையும் ஆகும். Your Atman also has the same properties as the sunlight. If somebody is asking about the properties of the Atman, that properties Atman is the same like the properties of the sunlight also. Okay, same thing. ஒளியே உயர்ந்த ஆற்றல் எனில் அதன் மூலப்பொருட்களை அறியப்பட வேண்டும். So if light is the main thing, light is Atman, light is the food, everything, then we have to understand a little more about the light according to Muruga. It's more getting more into scientifically. ஒளியின் மாறுபட்ட தன்மைகள் யாவும் உணர்த்தப்பட்ட நிலையில் அதன் இயக்கம் குறித்தே தொடர்ந்து அறிந்திடுவோம். ஒளியின் மாறுபட்ட தன்மைகள் யாவும் உணர்த்தப்பட்ட நிலையில் அதன் இயக்கம் குறித்தே தொடர்ந்து அறிந்திடுவோம். So we already know that this light is going to come in different combinations, right? Combinations of for elements, combinations of for 3 different kinds and 4 different metallic energy and so on. So let's talk about this. இயக்கத்திற்கான எரிபொருளை நல்கிட வேண்டும். ஒளியினை வழங்கி உலகினை ஒளியூற்றுதல் வேண்டும் மற்றும் வெப்பத்தினை ஈர்ப்பினை பரப்புதல் வேண்டும் என்பதை ஒளியின் தன்மை என்று உணர வேண்டும். So this light is going to get joined with heat. It is also going to join with air. It's also going to join with Akash. It's also going with water in different combination. It's just repeating the same thing. சூரிய ஒளியானது 60 வகை ஆற்றல்களாய் திரிந்து பரவுகிறது. So in total, sunlight is going to become 60 different types because of the different combinations. 60 different types. புவியினை அடைகின்ற இவ்வாற்றல்கள் அனைத்தும் ஒவ்வொரு உயிருக்கும் உணவாகின்றன. Again, this 60 types of sunlight is going to be the food for the Atman. பாதரச கனிமீழல்கள் யாவும் விடியல் பொழுதிலே புவியின் ஒரு செங்கோண பரப்பினை அடைகின்றன. அவற்றின் தன்மை மற்றும் பிரிவு குறித்து தெளிவுறுவோம். So we already talked about this. One triangle, right? The first triangle is going to get the mercury energy. சூரியனை விடுத்து தெளித்தோன்றல் ஆற்றல்கள் ஒரு பிரிவு குறித்து தெளிவுற அறிந்திடலாம். ஆகாய மூலக்கூறு என்றும் மேல வெப்பக்கூறுகள் இவை இரண்டுமே இயற்கையின் சூரிய ஒளி ஆற்றலாகும். So Akash and the heat, right? Akash and the heat, they come from the sun straight away along with the light. Okay, so remember the elements. When we are talking about elements, Akash, one of the elements. We only Siddhas talk about this. In most of the northern part of India, they don't have this element Akash at all. They always talk about 4 elements only. Only in Siddhas studies, Siddhas knowledge, they talk about Akash repeatedly. Okay, so it is very, very important Siddhas knowledge. So according to Siddhas, Lord Muruga, and all the other 18 Siddhas, we follow the tradition. Akash and heat comes directly from the sun. And of course, it is going to join with the Mercury energy.
So that's what we established in the first thing.
Yeah.
Where it comes
Right.
from the sun,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. ஆகாய மூலக்கூறுகள் மற்றும் வெப்பமுறைக்குள் இவை இரண்டுமே இயற்கையின் சூரிய ஒளி ஆற்றல் ஆகும். பின்னர் இணைகின்ற மூலக்கூறுகளாகிய வாயுவும் நீர்மம் மற்றும் நிலமும் சூரிய ஒளி ஆற்றல் அன்று. So once it reaches the earth, then you are going to get the combinations of the air, combination of water, energy, and so on. That is not the energy from the sun. Okay, only the heat and the magnetic energy. எனினும் சூரிய ஒளி இழைகளோடு எளிதாய் பிணைத்துக் கொள்ளிடும். So even though it is not from the sun, they are going to join once it enters. Remember the wind Muruga we were talking about? So once it comes there, the place where the gravitational energy stops the earth, that is, we call that wind Muruga. From there, when the sunlight passes through, then the energy of the earth also joins along the sunlight. So then you got to distinguish that. அண்டத்தில் உருவான ஒவ்வொரு பாதரசத்தோடும் தன்னுள்ளே மூவகை மூலக்கூறுகளாய் கொண்டிருக்கும். So anything that is coming from the Mercury energy that is coming from outside, he says, according to Lord Muruga, 3 types, 3 மூலக்கூறுகள், 3 important components, root components. எனினும் கோள்களாய் உருவாகும் ஒவ்வொரு அணுத்துகளும் வாட்டர்களை பிரித்து ஆண்டிடும். So all the planets also have the same kind of capacity. They also have that same kind of energy combinations. சூரிய ஒளி ஆற்றல் என்பது காந்தம் மற்றும் வெப்ப இழைகளையும் ஆகாய மூலக்கூறு மற்றும் வெப்ப மூலக்கூறு ஆகிய பெருமளவில் கொண்டிருக்கும். So already we talked about it. So sunlight, when it comes from there, you have magnetic energy and the heat energy. சூரிய ஒளி ஆற்றலின் 4 வகை இழைகள் தோன்றி பரவிடும் என்பதனையும் அவை 4ம் உருகிய குழம்பின் நிலையிலேயே காணப்படும் என்றும் மையத்தினின்று வெளித்தோன்றி சூரியனை உடித்து வெளியேறும் தருணத்தில் வெப்ப ஆற்றல் கொண்ட 4 வகை கனிகளும் காந்த இழைகளோடு உருகிய நிலையிலேயே இணைந்து பயணிக்கும் என்று உணர்க. So again, when it is coming out, the heat energy and the Akashic energy that is coming from there, when it comes out, it is going to join with 4 metallic energy also. That's what we are talking about. Metallic energy is the mercury, copper, gold, and silver. Okay, and it will be urhinilai. So it won't be like a metal itself, but it will be in the liquid form, very, very minute liquid form, according to this. சூரிய மையத்தில் உள்ள அணுத்துகள்களில் உராய்தல் மூலமே அனைத்தும் நிகழ்கின்றன. So by the உராய்தல் சொல்றது, scratching between the
Friction.
Okay, friction by the friction of these mercury particles at the core of the sun. Okay, all these are happening. All these 4 different kinds of. So mercury is the first element. From there, all the elements are coming out from there. Okay, but remember that mercury, copper, gold, and then silver. உராய்தலின் மூலம் வெப்ப அணுக்கள் உருவாகி தோன்றுகின்றன. எனினும் தொடர் உராய்தல் மூலம் காந்த ஆற்றலும் வெப்ப ஆற்றலும் பரவியே வெளிவருகின்றன. உரிய நிலையில் வெளியேறும் அவ்வித தன்மை கொண்ட 4 இழைகளும் ஒன்றோடு ஒன்று கலந்து பயணித்திடும். 4 கனிம இழைகளும் 20 இழைகளும் பிணைந்தே பயணித்திடும். அத்தருணத்தில் அவை சுழல் போன்ற சுருண்ட நிலையிலேயே பயணிக்கும். வெப்பத்தின் தாக்கம் குறைந்திடும் தருணம் முதல் அவை இறுகி ஆகாய மூலக்கூறுகளாகவும் வெப்ப மூலக்கூறால் தெரித்திடும். இத்தருணத்தில் நிகழ்வதனையே முழுமையாக உணர வேண்டும். So when it is coming as heat and magnetic, it is also going to be joined with the 4 different kind of elemental energy. Okay, all right, so that is also clear. காந்த இழை எனப்படும் சுருளாக, சுருள் means it is coming as a swirl. Okay, they're all coming as swirls of energy. காந்த இழை என்பது சுருளாக பயணித்திடும் தருணத்தில் அதனுள் ஈர்ப்பு விசையானது மிகவும் கூடியே காணப்படும். So the gravitation energy will be much higher when it is coming out. Okay, it will be much higher.
Gravitation or magnetic?
ஈர்ப்பு விசைனா gravitation.
No, you said something.
Magnetic is the
No, repeat the sentence.
காந்த இழை என்பது சுருளாக பயணிக்கும் தருணத்தில் magnetic
Energy in the form of swirls.
yeah magnetic energy is going to come as in the form of
Swirls.
swirls.
Outside the sun. Come outside the sun.
அதனால் ஈர்ப்பு விசையானது மிகவும் கூடியே காணப்படும். ஸோ ஈர்ப்பு விசைங்கிறது கிராவிடேஷன் எனர்ஜி. அதுதான் வந்து தட் இஸ் த ஒன் விச் இஸ் சேஞ்சிங் டு கிராவிடேஷன் எனர்ஜி. ஓகே, தி மேக்னெட்டிக் ரே, இழைனா ரே, the magnetic ray when it comes as swirls, that becomes a gravitation of the sun. Sun is having gravitational energy towards earth, yeah, that is why we are going around. That property comes because of the magnetic energy, magnetic rays coming from the sun.
You said the gravitational force is coming from the center of the earth.
Yeah, but how does it happen? Through the magnetic rays. From the center, magnetism is also coming.
So there is a gravitational pull from the sun towards the earth.
Towards all the planets.
That pull.
The reason for it is the magnetic ray. Okay, the magnetic ray gives the gravitational energy of the sun. பின்னர் அவை இறுகி மென்பொருட்காக மாறிடும். So slowly it is going to become மென்பொருட்கள், soft particles. Initially it is like a ray, right? And then it becomes soft particles. எனினும் காந்த இழை என்பது அவ்விதமே பயணிக்கும். அதாவது சுருள்தன்மை என்பது ஒன்றே மாறுபடும். நீண்ட நேரிழைகளாக அவை தெரிந்திடும். So he is giving the properties of this ray, magnetic properties. Okay, as it is coming as swirl, it is coming directly. It is also having gravitational energy. அதன் ஈர்ப்புத்தன்மையும், okay, once it comes out, it is having so much gravitational energy. Once it comes out, it is going slowly, it's going to decrease beyond. ஈர்ப்புத்தன்மையும் சற்றே குறைந்திருக்கும். எனில் அறியவேதென்று யாதெனில் ஆகாய மூலக்கூறுகள் என மென்பொருட்களாகிய வெள்ளையணுக்கள் யாவும் சூரிய மையத்திலிருந்து வெளிப்படும் காந்த இழைகளையே உருவாகிடும். So our white blood cells are formed by this ray, according to Muruga. So he is connecting our white blood cells to the magnetic ray that has the gravitational attraction. Okay, there is a connection between this ray and our white blood cells. Remember that. I think if that is the case, then the lesser this kind of sunlight magnetic energy, immunity will go down. Right? Okay. According to Muruga. காந்த இழைகளின் வீரியம் யாவுமே மென்பொருட்களாக உருமாறிடும். எனினும் காந்த இழை என்பது எவ்வித மாற்றமும் ஏற்படாது பயணிக்கும். அவ்விதமே வெப்ப இழைகளும் கூடிய வெப்பத்தினை சுமந்து உருகிய நிலையிலும் பயணித்த பின்னர் தனது வீரியத்தினையே மென்பொருட்களாக திருத்து ஏற்றுவிடும். வெப்ப இழைகள் என்பதும் சுருள் தன்மையிலிருந்து நீள்தன்மைக்கு மாற்றம் வரும். So eventually these same rays are going to go and become different elements also, according to Muruga. புவியினின்று வெளித்தோன்றும் நில நீர்த்தன்மை கொண்ட இழைகளும் அவ்விதமே செயல்புரியும். புவியினை கடந்து வெகு தொலைவு பயணித்து பின்னரை மென்பொருட்களாய் தெரிந்திடும். வாயுவின் மூலக்கூறுகளோ சூரிய ஒளி இழைகள் மற்றும் புவியின் ஈர்ப்பு விசை இழைகள் ஆகிய ஒன்று கலந்திடும் தருணத்திலே உருவாகிடும். So when it comes to wind mode, you have a lot of changes also in the properties of the sunlight. எனில் ஒளியிழைகளின் அமைப்பினை தெளிவுற வேண்டும். விண்ணோக்கி பயணிக்கும் புவியின் ஈர்ப்பு விசைகளிலும் விண்முகடு கடந்திடாத நிலையில் சூரிய ஒளி இழைகளோடு கலப்பு கொண்டு மீண்டும் புவியினையை அடைந்திடும். எனில் சூரிய ஒளிகள் இரண்டும் விண்முகடு கடந்து புவியினை நோக்கி பயணிக்கும் தருணமே நஞ்சிழைகளோடு இணைந்து 3 இழைகளாக திறந்திடும். So there is a toxic ray starts only from the windmugudu. Okay, that is the place where our gravitation of the earth stops out in the outer space, that is called wind mode, and that is where the toxic starts. So if you go beyond the gravitational energy of the sun, the earth, we don't have the toxic energy. Okay. பாதரச ஒளியிழை என்பது புவியினை நோக்கி பயணித்திடும் தருணத்தில் 3 இழைகளையும் உள்ளடக்கிய ஓர் இழையாகவே வெளித்தோன்றிடும். So it will have only one single இழை ray, but that consists of these 3. Okay, that consists of 3. எனில் ஒவ்வொரு இழையிலும் உருவான மென்பொருட்கள் யாவும் ஒன்றோடு ஒன்று கலப்பு கொண்டிருக்கும். காந்த இழையிலே உருவான ஆகாய மென்பொருட்கள் யாவும் வெப்ப இழையிலும் பயணிக்கலாம், நஞ்சிழையிலும் பயணிக்கலாம். வேகதனிலே வெப்ப மூலக்கூறுகளும் வாயு நீர் நிலமொருக்களும் ஒன்றோடு ஒன்று கலப்பு கொண்ட முறையிலும் இணைந்தே பயணத்திலும் என்று உணர்க. பாதரசம் என்பது ஒரு கனிம வளம் கொண்ட இழை எனினும் அவற்றின் உட்கலப்பு 3 இழைகளும் தோன்றிடும். 3 இழைகளிலும் ஐவகை மூலக்கூறுகளும் கலந்தே பயணித்திடும். சூட்சுமம் என்பது 3 இழைகளிலும் கலப்பு கொண்டுள்ள ஐவகை மூலக்கூறுகளை அடக்கி ஆள்வதிலே அமைந்துள்ளது. Very very important thing according to our Muruga is Shukshma is very subtle, is that when it joins with the 5 elemental energy, that is where it is going to be affecting our human body. ஆகாய மூலக்கூறுகள் காந்த இழைகள் பயணித்திடவும் வெப்ப மூலக்கூறுகள் வெப்ப இழைகளை பயணித்திடம் அமைத்து விட்டால் உயரிய ஞானம் கெட்டிடும். ஆகாய மூலக்கூறுகள் நஞ்சு இழைகளில் பயணித்து புவியினை அடைவதனால் அவை சிறையிழந்து காணப்படும். அதன் ஆற்றல்களும் வெளித்தோன்றிடாது. 3 இழைகளும் இணைந்தே புவியினை அடைவதனால் மூலக்கூறுகளின் கலப்பினை தவிர்த்திடவும் இயலாது. So beyond the wind mode, so beyond that point, we cannot avoid the toxic energy. But above that, we can avoid. Okay, so as long as it comes down to the wind mode, the place where the gravitation energy stops, then you have to absorb the toxic energy also. Without doing the time. Yeah, so I think we'll stop there. See, we went up to page 30. So, any questions? Continue on. All right, so let's do the Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namaya Navasima Mavaya Nasisiya Namava Vashimaya Navo Shivaya Namaya Navashima Mavaya Nasisiya Namava Vashimaya Navo Shivaya Namaya Mavayana Shishiyana Mava Vashimayana Om Shivayana Mayana Vashima Mavayana Shishiyana Mava Vashimayana Om Shivayana Mayana Vashima Mavayana Shishiyana Mava Vashimayana Om Shivaya Namah Mavayana Shishiyana Mava Vashimayana Om Shivaya Namah Mavayana Shishiyana Mava Vashimayana Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shiva.